Wyatt Staples, a commoner with exceptional piloting skills, joined the Third Fleet, known derogatorily as the Dead Man's Fleet, due to its outdated ships and low reputation. He faced sabotage and resentment from instructors and peers who felt threatened by his prowess. Determined to prove his worth, Wyatt endured these challenges, striving to rise above the betrayal and politics within the fleet. As a garbage hauler, Wyatt's assignments were grueling and demoralizing. Yet he persevered, aiming to complete his training and achieve the rank of warrant officer. He knew his talents were being wasted, but his commitment to serve the Principality kept him going. He didn't let the condescending attitudes of his superiors or the blatant attempts to undermine him deter his resolve. One day, during a routine mission, Wyatt's quick thinking and superior piloting skills saved his crew from a near-fatal collision with space debris. This incident caught the attention of Commander Redford, a high-ranking officer known for his strategic acumen and fair judgment. Impressed by Wyatt's abilities and unyielding spirit, Redford decided to take him under his wing. As Wyatt trained under Redford's guidance, he uncovered deeper conspiracies within the Third Fleet. Political tensions and power struggles among the nobles and higher-ranking officers threatened to destabilize the entire fleet. Wyatt found himself entangled in a web of deceit and betrayal, where one wrong move could cost him everything. Despite these dangers, Wyatt's loyalty to the fleet and his determination to prove his worth drove him forward. With Redford's mentorship, he began to navigate the treacherous waters of military politics. He learned to leverage his skills and intelligence, not just in combat, but also in maneuvering through the complex hierarchy of the Third Fleet. Wyatt's journey was fraught with peril, but he was undeterred. He knew that to secure his place and protect the fleet, he would need to outwit his adversaries and expose the corruption festering within. His story was one of resilience and unwavering resolve as he fought to rise above the challenges and claim his rightful place as a formidable pilot in the Third Fleet. Wyatt's new role under Commander Redford brought him closer to the heart of the Third Fleet's operations. As he settled into his duties, he found himself thrust into high-stakes missions that tested his piloting skills and strategic thinking. On one such mission, the fleet intercepted a distress signal from a distant colony under attack by unknown forces. Wyatt, along with a small squadron, was dispatched to investigate and provide assistance. As they approached the colony, they encountered a formidable enemy fleet, far more advanced than anticipated. Wyatt's squadron engaged in a fierce battle, and it quickly became clear that the enemy's superior technology gave them a significant advantage. Despite the odds, Wyatt's exceptional piloting and quick thinking allowed his team to hold their ground. Utilizing evasive maneuvers and coordinated attacks, they managed to inflict damage on the enemy ships. During the skirmish, Wyatt noticed a pattern in the enemy's movements, suggesting they were protecting something on the planet's surface. Realizing the importance of this discovery, he relayed the information to Commander Redford, who devised a plan to exploit this weakness. As the battle raged on, Wyatt's squadron executed Redford's strategy, drawing the enemy fleet away from their defensive position. This maneuver allowed a small strike team to slip past the enemy lines and land on the planet. Wyatt led the charge, determined to uncover what the enemy was so desperate to protect. On the ground, Wyatt and his team discovered a hidden facility, heavily guarded and brimming with advanced technology. Inside, they found evidence of a clandestine operation aimed at destabilizing the Principality. The facility housed experimental weapons and intelligence that could turn the tide of the war. Wyatt's team managed to secure the facility and transmit the critical data back to the fleet. However, their success came at a high cost, as several of his comrades were lost in the intense firefight. The mission's aftermath weighed heavily on Wyatt, reinforcing the harsh realities of war and the sacrifices required. As they returned to the fleet, Wyatt's reputation as a skilled pilot and leader grew. The data they recovered provided invaluable insights into the enemy's strategies and capabilities, giving the Third Fleet a fighting chance in the ongoing conflict. Despite the personal toll, Wyatt remained resolute, driven by a sense of duty and the hope that their efforts would one day lead to victory. Wyatt's successful mission and the intelligence gathered from the hidden facility drastically changed the dynamics within the Third Fleet. Commander Redford began to rely on Wyatt's insights more frequently, pulling him into strategic planning sessions that had once been far above his pay grade. During one such session, Wyatt learned about a critical upcoming operation aimed at striking a major enemy stronghold. The mission's success could cripple the adversary's capabilities and shift the balance of power. However, the plan was fraught with risk, and any mistake could lead to catastrophic losses. Wyatt, ever the strategist, suggested a daring approach, a simultaneous attack from multiple fronts, utilizing the fleet's remaining stealth capabilities. His plan involved coordinated strikes on key targets to confuse and overwhelm the enemy, minimizing their ability to mount a coordinated defense. Redford, impressed by Wyatt's audacity and tactical acumen, agreed to present the plan to the High Command. In preparation for the operation, Wyatt and his team underwent intense training. They studied enemy patterns, refined their maneuvers, and rehearsed the plan until it became second nature. Despite the rigorous schedule, Wyatt remained focused, driven by the stakes and the potential impact of their success. As the fleet approached the enemy stronghold, tension ran high. Wyatt, now in command of a squadron, led the initial wave of the attack. Their stealth ships slipped past enemy sensors, positioning themselves for a surprise assault. At the designated moment, they struck with precision, targeting communication hubs, supply depots, and defensive installations. The enemy, caught off guard, scrambled to respond. Chaos erupted as the Third Fleet pressed their advantage, exploiting every weakness. Wyatt's squadron, following his lead, executed their maneuvers flawlessly, dismantling the enemy's defenses piece by piece. Amidst the battle, Wyatt encountered a heavily fortified enemy command ship. Recognizing its importance, he directed his squadron to concentrate their firepower on it. The command ship, crucial to the enemy's coordination, soon succumbed to their relentless assault. With the command ship down, the enemy forces began to falter. The Third Fleet capitalized on the disarray, pushing forward and securing a decisive victory. The stronghold fell, and with it, a significant portion of the enemy's war capabilities was obliterated. Returning to the fleet, Wyatt and his comrades were hailed as heroes. The successful operation was a turning point in the war, boosting morale and reaffirming the Third Fleet's resilience. Despite the accolades, Wyatt remained humble, aware of the sacrifices made and the battles yet to come. With the Third Fleet's morale high from their recent victory, Wyatt Staples and Commander Redford knew the war was far from over. The intelligence from the fallen stronghold revealed the enemy's next move, a full-scale invasion of the Principality's core systems. Wyatt was assigned to a newly formed elite task force designed for rapid deployment and high-stakes missions. Their objective was to intercept and disrupt the enemy's supply lines, buying time for the main fleet to prepare for the impending invasion. The task force's missions were grueling and relentless. Wyatt and his team performed hit-and-run attacks, targeting enemy convoys and supply depots deep within hostile territory. The constant threat of ambushes and counterattacks tested their endurance and resolve. During one particularly dangerous mission, Wyatt's team intercepted critical communication from the enemy, revealing the exact timing and route of their invasion fleet. Realizing the significance of this information, Wyatt and his team raced back to the Third Fleet to relay the intelligence. Commander Redford, upon receiving the data, quickly formulated a defensive strategy. The Third Fleet, now forewarned and strategically positioned, prepared for the enemy's arrival. Wyatt, in the heart of the preparations, worked tirelessly to ensure every detail was accounted for. The day of the invasion arrived. The enemy fleet, expecting an easy victory, was met with a well-coordinated and formidable defense. The battle that ensued was fierce and chaotic, with both sides sustaining heavy losses. Wyatt, piloting his ship with unmatched skill, played a crucial role in the defense. His tactical decisions and leadership helped turn the tide of battle as the Third Fleet managed to repel the invaders. The victory, though costly, was decisive. As the smoke cleared, Wyatt stood among the heroes who had defended their home. The Principality, now safe from immediate threat, celebrated their champions. Wyatt, reflecting on his journey from a commoner to a revered pilot, felt a deep sense of fulfillment and pride. The war was far from over, but the Third Fleet's resilience and Wyatt's indomitable spirit had given them hope. United and determined, they stood ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, confident in their ability to protect their home and secure a future of peace.